We have not found any derelicts, no, sadly. Very close to these two being finished. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this works. Though, thinking about it, I should probably queue up basic colonization after that. Yeah, pay the cost. We're going to leave that at the bottom there. That will be immediately swapped in once we've got basic troop basic troop compartments and basic passenger compartments. And then soon after that, the recreation will be finished. You did well, my English friend. Love from America to you. I may be speaking English, but I'm actually not English. It's okay, though. I know. I probably do sound like I've got quite an English accent to anyone who's not from Britain, for whom I've got a very clearly Welsh accent. Right. Donk. But thank you very much, mate. By the way, you want Kate and Harry back yet? Oh, have they done something? Oh no. I will confess, I do not keep up with the royal affairs. Has no iron, makes ships out of bones. Hey, Windy Force, thank you very much for the bits, mate. Right, basic transport systems have been researched. Hooray! This project provides the following advances: basic troop compartment and basic passenger compartment. Alright, now we've started on colonization modules. Let's slow down speed to regular pace and go ahead and design a new ship. Time at last for us to get... What? Why? Huh. Why are there two? Well, clearly the maximum size, so I'm not really sure how that one's working. I think you only get pirates once you can colonize, so be prepared. Oh. That might be worrying. Model 1 and Model 2. Look at the size difference in them. Well, I was looking at the models. They didn't look any different. And I can see that the size difference there, but I'm fairly certain that was true of the freighters as well, weren't they? Didn't the freighters get bigger as well? I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just imagining it. Yeah, I guess level 1 and level 2 and 0, or level 0 rather. But yeah, I was just wondering why they didn't just allow you just upgrade the base level with a greater maximum size and just not change anything. And by doing that, make it so that just don't put as much stuff on if you don't want to have to pay the money to maintain it. Oh, diolch yn fawr, ridiculous spanner. Do the old types still show up because they haven't been upgraded? Oh, maybe that's the case. Do you think it would make sense to build mining stations in an asteroid belt next to your homeworld? The game keeps suggesting it. You might as well. I don't see a reason not to. Because the civilian mining ships can just mine it for you if you don't want to do it yourself. But the civilians are going to be paying for the mining station regardless. Oh, thank you very much, Kurgan. Right. Let's go ahead and get a passenger ship up and indeed running. So first and foremost, engines. We want all 3 if we can get them. We can only have 2. Much sadness. Oh well. We will have a sensor and a deflection field to keep the peeps on board safe and sound. We'll see. We'll see what else I put on there. We are going to want a command center. We want crew quarters. We are going to want a warp. Oh, of course, we're up to warp bubble generators now. Look at this. It can't go anywhere because I haven't got any power. Shh, that's fine. There we go. That will at least give us some range. It can now go 51 million somethings. You can also give me the luck of the Irish. Unfortunately, I don't have potatoes. Just these clover things. It's not even a 4-leaf clover. Twitch missed a clear opportunity there by making that a 4-leaf clover. My lord. But thank you so much. It's so kind of you. 51 million somethings is how far this can go. Not even close though in terms of its power. If we pop in a second fusion reactor, it can now, well, it will be able to go 101 million somethings. Marvelous. Must have passenger capacity, is fair.
Looking dapper.
Here's Santa Pegasus, thank you very much, mate. Let's pop in 2 of these, maybe? Let's see, how much passenger capacity? Wow, 2 million people on board it. How big is this thing? How big are those windows? For this to have the capacity for 2 million people. Those windows are like the size of football stadiums. My God. Unless I am drastically overestimating the size of our space rats. I may be drastically overestimating the size of our space rats. People are packed in like sardines in a tin. Yeah, I know, right? 4 recommendations. What? Game? Oh dear. Oh dear. We've lost some. Game. Ship has been lost. Can I resume on it? We've lost our ship. I don't know where it went. It went that far away. Lost in the void. This is yes, clearly our colony vessel has some cloaking technology. Only the best for our passengers, truly. The stealthiest ship in our fleet. Escape. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna probably have to jump out and jump back in on that one. Oh my lord. Let's go ahead and rejig that. So engines, please and thank you. We want sensors because this is probably going to go far. Want a warp bubble generator, 2 reactors, 1 energy collector, probably 2 fuel cells, 208 million somethings now. Want a basic command, a crew quarter. Right, and we've got to have passenger capacity after that. So pretty much just fill her up on passenger capacity. That's a shame. I basically need to drop 1 thing in order to have even more passenger capacity. I could drop this. It would go slower, go less far. It's 166 million somethings right now. If I drop that, it's only 43 million. Oh, wow, that's just way too much of a drop. Way too much of a drop. I could have it be slow outside of warp. Does that affect the jump initiation time? No. Yeah, we could actually allow it to be slow outside of warp. And then I could pop in an extra passenger module. You know what? That might actually work. Oh, hey, Wraith. Thank you very much, mate. How was your stream? Okay, it's got 138 million reach. Static energy requirements are within my energy collector area. Shove a couple of brothels on that bad boy and charge a shitload of money, and the pirates will leave you alone looking for the Hooker Express. I'm not sure that's quite how that's going to work. I'm going to be honest. I mean, you know, that probably would be an interesting idea. It's like, well, you know, that kind of debauchery is banned on the planets, but yeah, you know, space, international waters, and you know what we can't see, we don't care about, sort of thing. You know, just cruise ships full of men and women of the Reed life. I wonder if that happens in real life. Nevertheless, I think to have the amount of people that we've got in this, that is almost certainly going to be cryogenic storage. But thank you so much for the bits, mate. That was kind of you again. Oh, Wraith, you were playing Valheim. Fantastic, mate. It went well, thank you. How's it here? It's going okay. We're designing new ships at the moment. I would like it if this could get its maximum reach, but I can't achieve that unless... even that's going to push it a little bit. It's 169 right now. You know what? 138 million isn't so bad, I guess. Though I do believe that my colonies can be up to 300 million away from each other. So maybe I really should focus on that. If I got rid of this and popped in an extra fuel cell, this gives me 157 million. But actually it already puts me over the maximum, so it's not a thing we're doing. Sometimes it's just a matter of trying to pick out the best balance. You know what? This having a 3 million capacity there for an exchange of 30, I'm going to say million kilometers, I'd say. Dropping 30 million kilometers, I don't think is particularly useful. I'd rather my passenger ship be able to go that little bit further than be able to carry 50% more passengers. Leaves us with a bit of room for me to pop something else on if I really wanted to. Might even be able to get this up over, yeah, 249 million kilometers. Ship Tetris. Yeah, no, exactly. Do I need a proximity sensor? Well, this may actually be out and about quite far away from other things with that kind of range. So yeah, I think so. I could drop it, but it's not going to really save me much. It'll only save me 10. That being said, I mean, I've still got loads of size on this. I could absolutely drop in a couple of extra bits. A little bit more protection. 235. Yeah, I think that's about as good as we're going to make it. Once I upgrade the reactors, then this will be able to do everything it needs. Right, there we go. I can't have any more engines. It'll only allow 2 on this particular design. So, we've got a passenger ship. We will call this PAX 2M TAC 1. 2 million passengers. And then we need a name. And you know what? Time for a new keyword. So, what are we going to go for? Well, you know what? We'll go with PAX, I guess. So, if you would like a chance to have this ship named after you, just type hashtag PAX in chat and Nightbot will select the lucky and or unlucky person momentarily. You don't need to worry about the naming game. We still have 2 naming games prepaid, thanks to Sweet Orange Bunny and CEO of Alcorp. Hey, one Speaker Blair. Too bad you can't go Spacing Guild for your passenger ships and troop transport. No sublight or interstellar traveling. Just warp drive without moving. Yeah, that would actually be quite cool if you could just say, "Nah, I don't want engines like sublight engines. Yeah, I'm just going to bend space. That's all we're going to do." But it's already named after me. That's true, Pags. Okay, let's roll. Dunk. Core unit. Congratulations. The core unit passenger ship is now complete. There we go. Now, I wonder how many of those will be made, if any. I'm not seeing any going up yet. But they don't really have much of a reason to just yet. The Barsoom Method. Just will yourself into your destination. Oh, wow. Isn't that the John Carter? Yeah, 30 million. I was thinking exactly the same, Night Rat. As I was saying, I was like, 30 million kilometers would be woefully inadequate on any kind of astronomical scale. It's probably 30 million. Well, it couldn't be 30 million astronomical units. Well, maybe it could, actually. I don't know. But this doesn't seem like that. Because our normal drives... whatever it is, like it's a large enough unit that you needed several of them to cover this distance. But yeah, like 300 million astronomical units. I don't know. The scale is all off. Yeah, and AU is the distance between Earth and the Sun. So I don't know how, but my cash flow is around minus 20k in my empire, but I don't run out of money because my civ's building ships, I guess. Yes, pretty much. Yeah, we've got a couple of planets in my system that are suitable for colonization, thankfully. Build ships. What? Why are you suggesting I build exploration ships? Oh, we've got passenger ships upcoming. Very nice. But that's actually a good point, though. I do need to build... I need to upgrade my exploration ships. Thinking about it. But first... Tunk. There we are. Perfect. Right, dismiss that. I'm going to decline this one. We're not going to be building those yet. First and foremost, because the Warpster, I believe, is still using the old skip drive. Yeah, it is. We want to make these things crazy long range. But first, the Lister Marifrey small spaceport needs an upgrade. This is now going to be a CR. Because we're going to add a... where are you? A basic recreation center. Now I am going to need to pull down 18 units on this, which is kind of a pain in the backside, to be true. I can get a decent amount of them from that. Maybe just drop another deflector, I guess. Or I could drop a docking bay. If I drop a docking bay, though, it's going to be much less useful. Station. I want all of these, really. Yeah, I guess I'll drop the docking bay. What's the most important? It's that this place is capable of defending the people who are on it. With that in mind, I will then add in a couple of extra... Oh, really? 1 point over? Scoundrel. Scallywag. I guess I'll put 2 of those in there then. There we are. This is now capable of entertaining people in orbit, so wherever we build these, we'll be having tourists moving around. Save and exit, there we go. Aavak, oh, does it have fighter bays, or do you add those? You will need to add those. I'll need to research them, basically. So I do have a bit of advice. Adding a sensor station allows you to find special stuff more. I think you're quite right, actually, and this is something we discussed early on. My reasoning was that if I build a sensor station on like a spaceport or something like that, that the effect of the sensor station will be immediate. I'll find all the stuff on the planet, or it'll just take a little bit of time, and then boom, there we are. I've got the stuff off the planet. The problem with that, though, is that once I've got that stuff, I've still got the sensor station on the like the sensor suite on the station, taking up energy and maintenance and all that. But I will never use it again. So what I decided to do was rely on my scanning ships instead. Whilst that will take a little bit longer for it to happen, it would be around, let's say, depending on the technology, because I think the station gets a bit of a bonus to it, though I could be wrong about that. I know it gets a huge bonus to cargo, but the ships will eventually be able to do what the station was able to do, but they will only there won't be like any overspill. They'll be out once they've scanned that planet, they'll go off and do another planet, so I'll always get something back from the investment in the scanning suite on my ships. Whereas with the station, I'll run out of that benefit pretty quickly. Can I multiple? Oh. It seems the SSP-1 isn't prepared port is still there. I wonder if these will automatically retrofit. Yes, it will. I think. Yeah, it is. Instantly retrofitting. There we go. We've now got the ability for our peeps to go and visit these locations, and Aavak Spaceport's going to take a little bit longer to finish. But we're going to start seeing passenger ships moving around. If we have a look, I believe we can bring up our civilian ships over here. Military ships, that's not what I want. Fleets. Oh no, sorry, over here. Passenger ships. There we are. Yep, they're transporting migrants already. Fantastic. So this is going to start evening out the population very rapidly. Oh, my lord. Okay. We've encountered a new independent colony. Hang on. Have I got a ship over here? Alright. We've encountered a new independent colony of Gazurians at blah, 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 blah. The Gazurians are naturally very hostile towards us. We can invade and take over the colony by landing troops, or we could attempt to colonize them by sending a colony ship, although this is unlikely to succeed due to their negative view of us. Initial communications have gone poorly. The Gazurians are quite unimpressed with us. The colony has unique features that provide bonuses, 4% scenery from dust rings. Research projects are available on our tech tree that can increase our understanding of the Gazurian. We should research these projects to improve relations with the Gazurians. Alright. Lone trader. Oh, we've encountered a trader. Lone trader. We've encountered a lone starship, the Envoy of Aavak, in the Dvoran system. It does not appear to be a hostile pirate, but rather an independent space trader. Could there be other ships like this? Might they help transport needed resources to us? So that's why we suddenly know. We've got a trader from another another species. Hello. Transporting cargo to Aavak spaceport. Oh, from Aavak space to UK 191 mining station. Is that over here? We don't know. Have I got a ship there? Because I suddenly know stuff about this planet. Curiouser and curiouser, I must say. Okay. Dismiss. Traders tell us of a new... Ah, that's how. Okay, fair enough. So traders tell us of a nearby colony. Our recent contact with independent traders has revealed the location of an independent colony of Gazurians at... This would be a good destination to investigate once we have the necessary technology to travel to the system. Fantastic. And finally, our analysts have learned the following about the Gazurian. The Gazurians are an insect race with 4 arms. Gazurians can also fly short distances with their small wings. They are aggressive and unfriendly, though not very intelligent. Gazurians tend to be highly belligerent. They often make inflammatory claims of their own tribal superiority, viciously mocking and insulting other tribes. This leads to frequent intertribal battles. Gazurians have an intense dislike of other alien races, especially non-insectoid races. This trait makes it very difficult to peacefully assimilate Gazurians into an empire. They have a very high reproductive rate though, and thus their empires can grow and expand very quickly. Gazurians typically build their cavernous underground homes on or in rocky areas of rocky desert or sandy desert planets, so that would actually work out for us, but can sometimes also be found on desert savanna or volcanic planets. Wow! We have met the neighbors! So now we could start researching to try and learn about them. Learn their language and their expressions, which would give us general incidents +2. And then the next one would be culture and customs. Then the next one would be history and traditions. Then finally we would immersion. And what these do is they give you general incidents plus. So effectively, you get, whenever you have an interaction with them, it's a little bit more likely to work out for you, to have a positive from that, from what I understand. Important to know. No, don't rush it. I would like to learn a bit more about them, simply because I'm so far away. I'm gonna pop them in there, and we'll learn a bit. But we now are gonna have a diplomacy option. Oh, we don't. Huh. Pirate relations in... Oh, because it's an independent colony, of course. This is not really an empire so much. Diplomacy leading to peaceful colonization. Diplomatic strategy for this empire is automated. Your advisor will select an appropriate strategy for this empire. No. Invasion when able. You know what? Maybe I should leave it in your hands. I can't trust myself. Oh dear. I don't think that actually really makes much of a difference ultimately, but yeah. Nevertheless, time for you, my friendo, to go and find out about them. Can I not? Oh. Seal territory map. Ah, oh, damn it. No, they are not actually something that we can look at. Deep cover. Nope. Assassination. It might just be because I can't actually get over there, so... Okay, stay on counterintelligence then. Have I heard of Biscuit Flavor Tea? What in... Azathoth's fevered nightmares is biscuit flavored tea. What? I need to look this up, chat. Oh, good lord. It is real. In another Discord, someone posted, I recently brought some jam on toast flavored. Jam on what? I don't even. Hey, Aavak in chat. I know I don't chat much, but wanted to say thanks to you all. Helped me through dark times and always made me feel welcome. Many thanks for that. You're welcome, Canty. You will always be welcome here, mate. I can only imagine we're talking, not talking like American biscuits, which I think are much more of a savory thing, aren't they? I don't even. My lord. Good night, dear Slinks. But yeah, apparently there is biscuit flavored tea. I am just terrified. What does the world come to? What does the world come to? Now, over here, I can't build a research station, which is fine. But I should probably design a resort base. So add new. Oh, there isn't a resort base. Okay. Right, never mind then. I thought they might have been, but apparently not. Apparently not. Fair enough. Alright. Well, I'm going to let a little bit of time pass because I feel like a bunch of stuff is about to start happening. However, an important thing that we're going to need to do very, very soon, we get into more thing coming for repair. Where is that? Another fairly important thing that we're going to be doing is redesigning our fleet to be able to start exploring out and about into the galaxy, proper far away, you know? Yeah, they're going to be hopping back and forth, transporting migrants around. Oh, you're transporting tourists. Fantastic. That is going to be especially good for us, because right now we're obviously just moving some population between the two population centers, which is great. You know, makes more room on one, so on and so forth. But tourists are just going to make us money. I do have... it says... new locations for resort bases. Resource shortages. That's not good. That's really not good, actually. It reckons I should build more explorer ships and more escort ships. I don't disagree. In fact, I strongly agree. But we're going to be waiting on that. In fact, what we're going to be doing is, looking at the time, it's 4 hours and a half since I started the stream, chat. Why didn't you tell me? For those of you who are worried I'm about to end the stream, no, you just don't understand. I need a cup of tea! We are indeed back, and it appears that we are not dead. This is a very, very good time. I am especially happy about that last part. But we need to design some thingers. Mostly, we need to sort out our exploration ships. The rest of them can come later. But Wobster... Do we want to go all in on Warpster? Do we want to change the name? Is this a thing that we should do? Warpster can currently travel 152 million astronomical units. I'm going to say it's probably astronomical units. We're going to need a second fusion reactor, though. I'm going to swap those around. I'm going to pop the energy collector there. The basic crew compartment here as well. Fuel here. Now this is the ship that we had. Oh, sorry. This is the ship that we had. So range 152 million astronomical units. If we replace one of the fuel cells with a second fission reactor, it's now 359 million. At this point, this ship can travel out a little bit beyond the range that we could colonize from. But it's ever so slightly too heavy. Ever so slightly. We could share an engine to fix that, though, rather than a fuel cell. We've now got enough room to stick a ion field projector on it. Yeah, there we are. 359 million astronomical units. Not too bad. But how are you doing? Oh my god. Ever since Belial said, yeah, every time he goes to say a name, he gets tongue-tied because he starts to say his brother's name. Now it's even worse because I remember him saying that on top of the fact that that's what's happening. But how are you doing, Riz? Should we change the Warpster's name, or do we keep it? Keep it. Okay. There we go then. The Warpster is ready for retrofit. Do we want to change anything else up? Passenger ships, fuel tank, probably fuel tankers if we're going to do anything like that. And I probably want to get a couple of them too. Construction ships are the next ones that we're going to want to change. So the meat mopper will become CST-4. And let's see what we can do. Currently 109, but we should be able to fit a second reactor in here. Let's pop the warp bubble up there. Basic command module down here. I'm going to try and reorganize my stuff a bit. Basic crew compartment there. Get rid of you, get rid of you. Do I need more crew? I definitely do. Yes. Cargo can go there. Shunt that up a little bit. Go. That gives me plenty of cargo for moving around items. I am going to want some defense on this, but right. So to get all of that in, which is what we're going to want, and we'd have a 415 million astronomical unit range. I'm going to have to shed something else. I don't mind being a single engine build on a construction ship. That doesn't really strike me as something that needs to be moving fast. But as it stands, it is really not particularly capable of, well, doing any kind of defense. That I don't like. I think we can shed some of its fuel cells. Still 341. Gives us an extra... well, not quite enough, actually. It would be enough for a weapon, but... Let's shed 2, and how far out can we go then? 258 million AUs. That's sufficient, I would say, for me to drop in a deflector. Then simply top up with a little bit more energy collectors there. That way, even if we're not too close to a sun, we're still going to have a bit of safety there. Alternatively, I could drop it. No, I still wouldn't be able to put a weapon on this, so I think this is about as good as we're going to get. So let's go ahead and save that one. Yeah. Making the mining ships and the freighters capable of traveling extreme distances is going to be important. Passenger ship, not as much so. But you know what? Let's not do the same silly thing I did last time and upgrade everything all at once, thus causing my spaceports to be overwhelmed by things trying to be updated. I think that's probably wise. Alright. Currently working on the basic colonization module. Alright, it is suggesting more exploration ships and more escorts. Decline for now. Alright, the spaceports seem okay. So with that in mind, let's go and upgrade the mining ship. Put the basic command module down here. The crew quarters. I will eventually settle on the way that I want all this to look, but that is, you know, what direction we put them in, but for now, it should be fine. Ion field projector, not necessarily the most important thing. In fact, I think having extra defense is more important. Gotta have more reactors, or some reactors. Let's pop one energy collector there. One fission reactor. 2 fission reactors. And then top this off then with basic fuel. As many as I can pop on here. That is as many as I can pop on, and we've got 267 million AU. Not bad at all. Autonomy. Not bad at all. Yep. Hopefully we'll see those coming in for repair. Now, on that note, construction ships. Oh. They've not been on auto. So they should now go and retrofit. I've probably got the same thing for you. No, you've all gone to retrofit. And they're off exploring the world. Look at them go. Finally. Got them heading out there. Best of times. I think the pirate base has bribed your advisors to try and get you to build more escorts. I know, right? So, when you get your first battleship, it must be called Spaceballs. We've actually... Spaceballs is one of the hashtag names that we use for selecting ship names recently. We've kind of been on a little bit of a old sci-fi movie binge. Gigamade. Right, let's have a look how our construction yard's doing. They're not terrible.